We sell our farmers market in Overtown. We also have a farmers market in Coconut Grove. And the idea is to use vacant land like this, just sitting, not being used, into a productive purpose. Everything you see out here, we put here. All these plants, all these trees, we put here and harvest them as they come in. We use raised beds because we don't let our root system go into the ground. We lay down a plastic, you see that black plastic material, and we put the dirt on top of that, and we plant so the root system doesn't touch the original soil for contamination purposes. Now, where are you right now? You're right in the middle of Overtown. North of 2nd Avenue, right there. That was the busiest street in Overtown back in the 20s. That was where everything was. 3rd Avenue, the second busiest street in Overtown. And then this location right here, really sort of central to Overtown. Behind us, we have some very historical buildings, which, as a matter of fact, if you turn around, see that cream-colored building right there? That's one of the old segregated hotels. Back in the days when blacks couldn't stay in hotels on the beach, when people came into town to visit, they stayed at that Ward Hotel. Across the street from there is a historic home of one of the pioneers. Just all these buildings around, not all, but many of these buildings are very, very significant. Overtown, though, has a big problem. Has several big problems. The biggest one is homelessness. All around you, we have homeless people. You see that green and pink and yellow building back there? That's a homeless magnet. The man who owns that building allows homeless people to sleep on his property in the parking lot. So any given day, there are a dozen or so homeless people all around here, back here, over there, all over the garden. And they come in and they take everything they can put their hands on. So it's a real, real problem for us trying to make this garden succeed in a homeless environment like this. But the problem is, as the economy has gotten worse, people are very desperate for food. They're coming, taking everything they see they can take advantage of. So we're struggling to make a farm work in an environment where it's very difficult because people are hungry around us and they come in and take what they want. Among the issues that Overtown faces is gentrification. Did y'all talk about that in class yet? You know what it is? Gentrification is a process where people with money come in and move people who are poor out of a community. That's gentrification. All those buildings there, those buildings are actually in Overtown, marching this way. In another 10 years, Overtown will remain Hispanic because of gentrification. That's not bad, not good, it's just what's going to happen. So folks who live in Overtown can't afford to live in that building. My son lives in that building. He's a lawyer. And it pushes people out of Overtown to live in the city, Miami Gardens, some of these other areas that you're hearing about that are having problems because of pushing poor people out of the inner city areas, which are very valuable. The oceans are half a mile that way. And the only way that downtown can expand is this way. That's why Overtown is so valuable. Which is why gentrification is such a big problem. So between folks with money moving in these condos and folks without money surrounding the community, Overtown has its problems. And in the wintertime, the homeless population triples. Just like folks come down from New York for the winter, the homeless folks come down from the cold states too, and they live here during the wintertime and basically just live off the land. Overtown went from 40,000 people to about 12,000 people in less than 10 years because of the expressway, gentrification, all kinds of problems that force people to move out of this community. Now, a lot of folks say Overtown is going to die. It might. It might. But what we're trying to do is save little pieces of it so that people can get some benefit from this very valuable land. Now, the garden grows several different things, but I've noticed that very few of you know what collard greens are, right? Never even heard of them, right? These are Georgia collard greens. Now, we're at the end of our season now. We're around late April, May. It gets too hot. You can't grow anything anymore. The bugs come out, attack the plants. So we start to strip them down for the... Hello. So what we're going to do, but we're not going to do, is strip these plants. What do you want to do?